1230 Kxo, El Centro, California. Morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll.
Happy Star Wars Day. May the 4th be with you.
Be with you. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
May the 4th.
Yes. I was never a big Star Wars fan. I just didn't particularly care for Captain Kirk.
Captain Kirk. Haven't thought about him in a long time.
Ah, well, he's still hanging around.
He is.
Yes, making commercials.
Yes, sirree. That's become his new steady job.
Yes, well, he's got a lot of alimony to pay.
Is that right? Didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh, well. Anyway, we have birthdays today, and we've got our big shot birthdays. We've got our local birthdays, and a few other things. Coming up this evening, it is Super Bowl 23, and it was a good one. Yeah. Cincinnati and San Francisco, the Bengals and the 49ers, back before the Bengals became the Bungles.
Yeah, or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah, the
anyway, Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, do those names mean anything?
Yes, they do.
Yeah, well, they were involved in that game very much.
Smooth as silk when I think of the great receiver.
Yeah, and Joe Montana, yeah, he was something. Very quiet about it too.
Very humble.
Yes. Anyway, we've got that 5 o'clock this afternoon on AM 1230. So speaking of quiet, another quiet weekend, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, in the situation that we're all in right now, it might be debatable that some people's weekends were still more active than others, even if they're in the confines of their house. So
yes. And I know you and Gloria spent time in the yard, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Not a whole bunch this weekend. We did last weekend for sure.
Well, Pam and I also spent time in the yard. She has the garden, growing the vegetables and so forth. My domain is pretty much the backyard.
Mm-hmm.
And so, we kind of split it up, and you guys and us exchanged plants.
Yeah, we sent a plant down in the wagon.
Yes, and took a plant back. Yes.
It was a plant exchange.
Exactly. And what I sent you was an elephant ear, and my neighbor down the street, Jesse Morquecho, had given us a shoot from an elephant leaf plant, elephant ear, and we planted it a couple of years ago, and it has thrived, and I have sectioned it off. I gave some sections to the neighbors on the right, some sections to the neighbor on the left, gave some sections to you, and put some sections, moved it from one place to another place in the backyard.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah. And I am not, I am still learning about gardening and such. Pam, my wife Pam, born in Nebraska, a lot of farmers on her side of the family, and her father very much involved in the alfalfa business in the Imperial Valley. But she does great with the vegetables. And I'm learning. I moved a gardenia plant that I just could not get to bloom. I have two. Couldn't get the one to bloom. The other blooms beautifully, just covered in fragrant gardenias. The other one wouldn't bloom. So I was ready to throw it away and put in another gardenia. I said, okay, before I throw it away, I'm going to move it and plant it. Take it out of the pot and put it in the backyard in the dirt. It's blooming all over the place.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was going to suggest that you buy Flora Plastica.
Okay.
Yeah, I highly recommend it. It's a one-time investment for Oh, at least 2 or 3 years.
Okay.
No water necessary, no fertilizer.
Yes.
Works.
Okay. Anyway, the gardenia is thriving. Anyway, birthdays today. Singer Peggy Santagilia of the Angels is 76. My boyfriend's back. Actor Richard Jenkins, 73. Singer Jackie Jackson. Guess what group he's with?
Jackie
the
Jackson, the Jacksons.
Yes, he's 69. Actress, singer Pia Zadora is 68. I never did see any talent there. Singer Olita Adams is 67. Randy Travis, 61. Mary McDonough, good night, John Boy. She was one of the Waltons, 59. Comedian Anna Gasteyer, 53. Actor Will Arnett, 50. Lance Bass of NSYNC is 41. Actress Ruth Negga is 39. Actor Alexander Gould is 26. And actress Amara Miller is 20. Celebrate our KXO birthdays. Happy birthday, Amanda Moreno, Jimmy Orozco, Bill Plord, Melissa Macon, Brenda Pebley, Cynthia Aguayo, Debbie Swain, Frankie Mejia, Cynthia Cameron, Marco Canchola, Nathan Santoyo, Peter Sacido, Peter Weimer, Rona Graham, Samuel Coronado, Tina Torres Beltran, Simon Estrada, and Emma Derrick. Happy birthday from KXO. And may the 4th be with you. And today, by the way, it's Orange Juice Day. Whoopee! And, okay, on a serious note, it is International Firefighters Day.
Yes.
Okay, let's hear it for the firefighters. They were very busy over the weekend.
Yes, they were.
And we've got that
Got
news
a story on that.
Okay. Are you ready for the news?
Ready.
Locked and loaded. We've got a look at World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning, your year-round comfort specialist. For sales, for service, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
CBS News special report, the winningest coach in NFL history has died. Don Shula coached in 5 Super Bowls. He completed the NFL's only undefeated season in January 1973.
Shula has won his Super Bowl. The Miami Dolphins have defeated the Washington Redskins.
Don Shula and his team were honored at the White House in 2012.
Great to be here, and we feel honored. It's been 40 years, but what the hell, we still feel honored.
And this from his Hall of Fame speech in 1997.
I think what coaching is all about is taking players and analyzing their ability. Put them in a position where they could excel within the framework of the team winning. And I hope that I've done that in my 33 years as a head coach.
Don Shula coached the Baltimore Colts during the 60s and the Miami Dolphins well after that until the 90s. Dolphins say he died this morning at age 90. CBS News Special Report, I'm Peter King.
Lock Air Conditioning wants you to protect the things you care about. Protect your family with the air scrubber that utilizes Active Pure, certified technology to protect against airborne and surface contaminants. Clean, deodorize, purify, and protect not only your family, but your home. The air scrubber installs easily to your heating and cooling system, and it's made in the USA. Call Lock Air Conditioning now for details. 760-353-4501. Lock Air Conditioning, and protect the things you care about. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. Some beaches open over the weekend while some remain closed. Orange County beaches shut down after those big crowds last week. Protesters gathering at Seal Beach where police tried to avoid confrontations.
If we do find a violator that even after education and warning, after multiple warnings, they don't comply, then they can be issued a citation. And if absolutely necessary, last and worst case scenario, then they could be arrested.
Sergeant Nick Nicholas with Seal Beach Police. Some communities beginning the process of easing stay-at-home restrictions, including 6 Bay Area counties where Marcus Zerban can restart his San Francisco landscaping business.
Being able to get our guys back to work People were very concerned about being able to feed their families. These times were very uncertain for a lot of people.
Construction, retail, nurseries, landscapers, and gardeners all allowed to begin the resumption of operations there, previously categorized as non-essential. CHP announcing it will distribute 100,000 face coverings to truck drivers as they deliver critical goods across the country. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. Okay, I warned you last week. You better call Lock. Well, it was hot last week. It's going to be a lot hotter this week. Call Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal today.
Capital One has a fresh take on banking. Now you can open a new savings account in about 5 minutes and earn 5 times the national average. Banking with Capital One means 5 times the savings towards your dream honeymoon, or 5 times the savings towards your family's ultimate vacation. Even 5 times the savings toward just feeling good about saving. It's time to make your savings goals come true. This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One, N.A., member FDIC.
Hi, it's Jamie, Progressive's #1, #2 employee. Leave a message at the... Hey, Jamie, it's me, Jamie. This is your daily pep talk. I know it's been rough going ever since people found out about your a cappella group, Mad Harmony, but you will bounce back. I mean, you're the guy always helping people find coverage options with the Name Your Price tool. It should be you giving me the pep talk. Now get out there, hit that high note, and take Mad Harmony all the way to nationals this year. Sorry, it's pitchy.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they've got the best price on tires guaranteed. Talk to your Quick Lane service advisor for details. Quick Lane, ready to serve.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Monday morning, Imperial Valley Emergency Services agencies were busy over the weekend. It started Saturday afternoon at about 2:30 p.m. when a structure fire was reported in the 600 block of Imperial Avenue in Calexico. The old Burger King building was extensively damaged. Calexico Fire, with mutual aid from several other agencies, battled the blaze. Late Saturday night, there was another brush fire in the Nyland area. Responding firefighters reported that there were several fires burning in the area of Highway 111 and Davis Road. Piro County Fire, with assistance from several other agencies, extinguished the fires. There have been a number of brush fires in the area recently. Sunday afternoon at about 4:30 p.m., there was a hit-and-run accident in a residential neighborhood of Heber. A 44-year-old man was run over by a small white car. The car with 2 male occupants then fled the scene. The injured man was flown to Desert Regional Medical Center in Palm Springs by Reach Air Ambulance. The accident remains under investigation. Sunday night at about 7:40 p.m., a pickup truck ended up in a canal at Best and Rutherford Roads. A woman in the truck was taken to Desert Regional Medical Center by Reach Air Ambulance. The accident also remains under investigation. At about 10:30 p.m., there was a report of a structure fire in the 500 block of H Street in Imperial. Imperial County Fire Department said there was a single-family home with several other structures endangered. Evacuations were made from other homes in the vicinity. Oh, and by the way, Saturday afternoon, at about 4:45 p.m., there was a small earthquake. The magnitude 3.5 shaker was recorded about halfway between Calexico and Hopeville. There were no reports of injuries or damage. KXO News Time, 7:43.
It's Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers for your service needs. Whether it's a lube job, oil and filter change, brake job, battery or wheel balance and alignment, Quick Lane can handle it. And Quick Lane services all makes and all models. Oh, and by the way, you never need an appointment. Tires, all the best brands at the best price, guaranteed. See your Quick Lane service advisor for details. Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in the Brawley Auto Plaza, Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and on Imperial Avenue in El Centro, right next to Food for Less.
In other local news, here are the numbers for the coronavirus as of Friday, May 1st at about 4:45 p.m. 358 total positive cases. Active cases, 208. Recovered 141, patients tested 2340, that's 2,340, and there have been 9 deaths. 1,982 have tested negative. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
America's Best Value Inn and Suites by Red Lion, 455 Wake Avenue, El Centro.
It's page 2 of the local news and weather, and it is all brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for life insurance, health insurance, Medicare supplements, retirement planning. David H. West Insurance Services.
The city of El Centro says they're going to start the process of reopening businesses. At a last Friday special meeting, the city council voted to allow some businesses shuttered because of the coronavirus pandemic to open. Phase 1 has already begun, with the city suggested that businesses review the list of which businesses have been listed as essential, since a number of businesses closed that may have been able to stay open. Phase 2 of the plan takes effect on Monday, May the 11th, when restaurants, houses of worship, hair salons, and barber shops will be able to reopen. The city will require that social distancing standards and facial covering guidelines are adhered to. The city of El Centro's Aquatic Center is also expected to open. Phase 3 of the plan will follow later, with businesses such as bars and gyms reopening. Mayor Efrain Silva said that the decision made by the council was a difficult one, but that a balance of maintaining the health of the citizens and being able to survive economically needed to be reached. The mayor added that the city had input from El Centro Regional Medical Center officials as well as community leaders. He added that the situation would be monitored closely, and if changes needed to be made, they would be made quickly. Friday afternoon at his coronavirus press conference, Governor Gavin Newsom said that the state of California was just days away, not weeks, from beginning to lift some restrictions to include retail, hospitality, child care facilities, and lower-risk manufacturing. Imperial County was apparently not pleased with the city of El Centro's actions. A news release from the county said it is unfortunate that one of our cities has unilaterally, without county-wide coordinated effort, decided to reopen or loosen restrictions for many businesses, not taking into consideration the guidance and expertise of state and local public health officials. Since all surrounding communities will suffer the long-term effects of reopening our economy too soon and risking additional spread. A podcast of the interview with KXO's Carroll Buckley and Mayor Efrain Silva is available on the KXO website at kxoradio.com. Well, representatives from Imperial County Schools are working regionally to develop plans and guidelines to work toward a safe reopening of schools. The regional plan is being worked on by school, government, and health officials from Imperial and San Diego counties. Imperial County's Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Todd Fennell, has appointed Renato Montano, Imperial County Office of Education Deputy Superintendent, Calexico Superintendent Carlos Gonzalez, and Alvaro Ramirez, Safety and Emergency Preparedness Coordinator for ICOE, to lead the local efforts. Dr. Fennell said, "Our schools play such an important role in our recovery from this crisis. While many things remain uncertain at this time, we will be ready to reopen our schools as soon as it's safe to do so. And the California Highway Patrol reported a woman fell off a bus near Slab City Thursday afternoon. The CHP says a 1999 International Bus RV was being driven by a 48-year-old out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. The bus was northbound at about 10 miles an hour on Highline Canal Road near Nyland. Passenger, a 25-year-old woman of Slab City, climbed through an access door to the roof of the bus. She lost her balance and fell from the top of the vehicle and landed on the ground. She sustained major injuries, blunt force trauma, and was airlifted to Desert Regional Medical Center in Palm Springs. The driver was arrested and booked into Imperial County Jail on charges of felony driving under the influence. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
David H. West Insurance has been helping residents in Imperial Valley for many years with their insurance needs. David, Jose, and staff are trained professionals who can help you make the right decision with your insurance coverage, from health, Medicare, and most importantly, a life insurance plan. How much life insurance do you need and what's your monthly cost? We'll call David H. West Insurance today to make an appointment and get a free quote on a life insurance plan that's right for you and your family at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
According to the National Weather Service, unseasonably warm temperatures will continue through the week. High temperatures across the Imperial and Yuma valleys will be in the upper 90s to near 100 today, but then climb to 105 to 109 by the middle of the week. Mostly clear skies will prevail. 98 the high yesterday, 67 our low. Sunny today with a high near 98, northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 68. Northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming southwest in the evening. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. Tomorrow will be sunny with a high near 105. West-northwest wind about 5 miles per hour. 76 degrees downtown, 39% relative humidity. Wind out of the west-northwest at 327 miles per hour. Page 2 of the local news and the weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage. David H. West Insurance Services. By now you know the 2020 census has begun. Did you receive the census invitation in the mail? Yeah, it's an invitation for you to participate. The census counts everyone living in the United States, and you can do it online. You can do it by telephone. I got mine, and it took me maybe 5 minutes online to fill out the 9-question survey. It's easy. It's not invasive. Nobody is going to have access to this, not law enforcement, nobody. And, well, except the people that are tallying all the information, and the information is vital. Yeah? We need to know how many people live right here in the Imperial Valley. It means more money from the federal government and more representation. Fill out your census form. Do it online, do it on the phone. It's sports time. And we can recap what's going on. You heard on CBS News, Don Shula, the NFL's winningest coach, who led the Miami Dolphins to the league's only undefeated season, died this morning at the age of 90. And according to Dolphins President Tom Garfinkel, today is a sad day. Coach Shula was the rare man who exemplified true greatness in every aspect of his life. He will be so missed by so many, but his legacy of character and excellence will endure. But Dez Bryant isn't happy. Well, the Dallas Cowboys signed a backup in Andy Dalton, but so far, Bryant hasn't been signed. In a tweet, Bryant said, "Hey, pay Dez." Yeah. Okay. And the Kansas City Chiefs have added a quarterback to serve as a backup to Patrick Mahomes. They agreed to contract terms with undrafted rookie Shea Patterson of Michigan. The Chiefs also recently signed Jordan Ta'amu, who played with the St. Louis Battlehawks in the XFL. Veteran Chad Henne recently re-signed with the Chiefs on a 2-year contract. He'll enter the season as Mahomes' main backup.
People who are older and those who have underlying medical conditions can be at increased risk for COVID-19. If you're frequently around or are a member of one of these high-risk groups, wash your hands often and disinfect your home. Make sure you have an adequate supply of regular medications and avoid large crowds. If you do have symptoms like cough and fever, call your doctor or local health department before seeking treatment. For more information, visit covid19.ca.gov.
In other news, the Arizona Cardinals are declining to pick up linebacker Hassan Reddick's 5th-year option. Reddick, the Cardinals' first-round pick in 2017, is scheduled to be a free agent after this season, the 4th on his rookie contract. Meanwhile, William Byron showed he's the sharpest gamer in NASCAR's iRacing Series, his 3rd victory in 4 events. Yeah, you can't hardly crash and burn there. That's it for Sports Time. Stick around. We've got a look at financial news coming up. Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley. Financial news and a brief look at the weather right now. Stocks open lower as U.S.-China tensions flare, and the airline stocks tumble after Warren Buffett dumps his stakes. The Dow Jones Industrial down 213 points right now at 23,510. The S&P 500 off 13.5 at 2,816. The NASDAQ up 22 points at 8,627. Gold up $8.90 an ounce, and oil up 15 cents a barrel. Airline stocks tumbled after billionaire investor Warren Buffett said Berkshire Hathaway had dumped all of its stakes in the carriers. The Dow Jones Industrial Average reacted with the drop. Among the airlines, shares of United Airlines Holdings, American Airlines, and Delta Airlines were each off more than 13%.
Marcus Family Law Center. Marcus Family Law Center, your certified specialist in family law since 1996, now offers immigration, bankruptcy, and estate planning from its El Centro, Calexico, and San Diego offices. Call 352-2800 or barefootlawyer.com.
Family to family, Marcus Family Law Center. Call 866-8-FOOT or log on to barefootlawyer.com.
It will be sunny today with a high near 98, northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. Clear tonight with a low around 68, northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming southwest in the evening, gusting as high as 20 miles an hour. Tuesday will be sunny with a high near 105, northwest wind about 5 miles an hour. 76 degrees downtown, 47% relative humidity, wind out of the north-northwest. at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Your border wait, about an hour and a half downtown Calexico. No waiting sentry, no waiting pedestrian. Right now, there's no waiting at any of the gates at the east port of entry. And the port at Andrade shows just about an hour wait. Check up all the latest news on our website, kxoradio.com. Check it out. You can also find us, follow us, like us. We are on Facebook as well.
There's a lot going on right now, and broadcasters are on the ground covering all of it, bringing you the weather, the traffic, and breaking news, all while entertaining you 24 hours a day. Someone needs to tell you what's going on around the world and in our hometowns, and that someone is us. We are free radio. We are always there. We are broadcasters. Visit wearebroadcasters.com or text radio to 52886 to learn more. Furnished by NAB and this station.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro, the Imperial Valley's local news source.
CBS News on the Hour, presented by Capital One Bank.
I'm Steve Kathan in northern New Jersey. The NFL's Miami Dolphins say legendary head coach Don Shula has died at 90. The Hall of Famer led the team to an unprecedented 17-0 perfect season in 1972. In 2015, Shula told the Miami Herald,
"It's just a fascinating game. It's a game of making quick decisions and make them the right decisions, make them work. That's what coaching's all about."
Shula's 328 coaching wins over 33 seasons stands up as the most in league history. U.S. intelligence believes China covered up the extent of the coronavirus outbreak early on so the country could stock up on medical supplies to respond to it. The information comes as the Trump administration ratchets up accusations against Beijing. In the U.S., virus restrictions are being relaxed in several states this week. Laura Callahan's reopening a business in St. Charles, Missouri.
After we were the excitement wore off, then it was, okay, so now how do we do this and keep everybody safe?
Key hospital numbers in the virus epicenter, New York, all pointed lower yesterday. Mayor Bill de Blasio this morning.
An excellent day. All moving in the same direction. Let's do it again. Well done, New York City.
Virus lockdowns are easing in Europe.
Reopening in Italy after 8 weeks in lockdown. Restaurants offering takeout only for now. In Spain, liberty at last, this cyclist shouts. In Germany, hair salons have reopened and the youngest children are back in school. Like former hotspot Spain and Italy, France has seen its COVID death toll plummet, but it's extended its health emergency for another 2 months. And a poll here in Britain finds 80% believe it's too soon to relax the lockdowns here. Vicki Barker, CBS News, London.
Russia is a new hotspot. Infections top 145,000 there. The owner of J.Crew is the first major retailer to file for bankruptcy since the pandemic hit. Some stores will stay closed for good. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
J.Crew is trying to eliminate about $1.65 billion of debt in exchange for giving its ownership over to its creditors.
Rough weather in central Tennessee. KVTF reporter Eric Hill says the high winds have left tens of thousands without power.
There were trees and power lines down across this area, really all over the mid-state. And people say the storm was quick but powerful.
At least one death is blamed on the storm. Forecasters say there could be more bad weather, including hail, in that region today. Wall Street right now, the Dow's down 240. This is CBS News.
Why settle for average? With Capital One, you can open an account with a savings rate 5 times the national average. Welcome to Banking Reimagined. What's in your wallet? Capital One N.A., member FDIC.
We understand that these are uncertain times. And while we are all looking for answers, we know many of you are also looking for help. That's why Liberty Mutual is automatically refunding a portion of our customers' personal auto insurance premiums. We're also offering flexible payment options for those who have been financially affected by the crisis. In these uncertain times, we want you to know we are here to help. Learn more about what Liberty Mutual is doing at libertymutual.com/COVID-19.
Raw
Walgreens is here for you with new ways to make shopping easier. Pick up select essentials at a Walgreens drive-thru near you. Order online and pick up, or get convenient same-day delivery on select items with Postmates. Plus, when picking out a perfume online or in store this month, you can get 20% off select fragrances. Just in time for Mother's Day on May 10th. Walgreens. Fragrance offer valid with card through May 30th. Restrictions apply. For details and updates on savings and expanding services, visit walgreens.com.
A push to enforce social distancing in New York City got out of hand.
It happened Saturday afternoon at a deli here on East 9th Street.
Look. He ain't even do no.
Cell phone video shows a plainclothes officer without a mask or gloves pointing his taser at a bystander during a social distancing arrest. The officer curses at the bystander, then repeatedly punches him until he is on the ground. Commissioner Dermot Shea says Internal Affairs is investigating, and Officer Francisco Garcia is on modified duty. Marla Diamond for CBS News, New York.
Full honors yesterday at a procession in Denver for a 66-year-old paramedic who went to New York to volunteer in the pandemic. Paul Carey died of COVID-19 after working a month there. He had signed up to do another month. In northern New Jersey, I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I have no words for it. I'm kind of shocked right now, actually.
With Carroll Buckley.
Not that I like it, but I do.
AM 1230 KXO.
This is an ugly candy bar. Peter Paul's almond cluster. It bulges from the way they stuff those almonds and crunchy stuff inside. It's so ugly, in fact, we're not going to show it to you. But don't go away. We're going to show you something. Isn't that something? Believe me, it's better than looking at our candy bar. Funny thing, ugly as it is, almond cluster tastes just beautiful. Why people who make such a crunchy, chocolatey candy can't fix the way it looks? I don't know, maybe we should be on the radio or something, skywriting.